Yo, what is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and this is Oh So Fraiche. All right, guys, just like yesterday, I wanted to do a quick little intro. This is the second video to my unboxing of my vintage duas. Yesterday, like I told you, I have a special code, Mega Dave, all one word. Mega Dave will be right here. Mega Dave. Use that, save you 25% off at the Smells Suds. It's going to be down in the description below. Also wanted to do a little prequel since I just cut off straight from yesterday. Today I'll start the actual vintage openings. Yesterday I just kind of unboxed them. So enjoy it. Peace. Yo, what is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot to me. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name is Mega Dave. This is my channel, Oh So Fraiche. I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love, and I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoyed the content. Also, think about subscribing and hitting me decent down my bell end. Pah! That lets you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. All right, I'm gonna pull off, man, it's been a while since I've pulled off a gold top. I promised them that I would only spray 1 spray, and I'm gonna keep to my word, but just want to smell it out of here first. Cinnamon. With the name Festivus, you know that's coming. All right, Mike, I'm a man of my word. 1 single spray will be on camera. I'm not even gonna wear this, even though I really would want to. Didn't get a good spray. That's a half a spray. There we go. Been sitting for a while, I'm sure. Mike, you ain't kidding, brother. Cinnamon bun right off the front, man. Spicy. Has an almost like eggnoggy smell to it. Boozy. Yeah, cinnamon. Like, imagine like horchata or something like that. Like a cinnamon, eggnog, rum. Holy smokes. Speaking of smoke, there's some smoke in here as well. God bless. This thing is extremely sexy, sweet, and spicy. Oh my God. I really wish I had this longer. I'm going to do a full review of this one. I know this one will never be back in stock, so I always feel weird to do fragrances that can't go in stock. But since I have this, I'm definitely going to do a review. I won't spray it anymore since I already have the opening. So I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to write down on it right now what it is. But holy smokes, I can see why you have almost drained this to the last couple drops here. Definitely got to get this baby back to you safe. This one is phenomenal. I wish, Sam, if you're watching this, if we can get one of these again for one final run. I promise no one's going to ask you again until 2021. But this baby here is a hit. Put the gold back on like a magnum. Yeah. All right, next up, we got Parfums Extrait. Now, back in the day, those that don't know, if you haven't been around, the new style bottles like this Caribbean Casino, you know, they come like this, but this was the originals. And though you've probably seen different variations of ones like this, but these were some of the originals that Sam got way back in the day. They used to look like this. They're treasured now, so I definitely love to see gold tops. Let's pop it open, slide it. Ooh. That one shot out something fierce. So this one is called Smoked Rose and Oud. And from the name, this is exactly what you get. You get a nice, gorgeous rose note. Now, as far as the oud, and I'm not picking up a tremendous amount of the oud right now, and I'm sure it's used for longevity. He hasn't used this a ton, so maybe he's not a rose fan. This isn't like the floral rose. That oud in here definitely is keeping everything in check so it doesn't get out of hand. For comparison, you can imagine Night Rosa. Maybe this was the predecessor to that. This is just much more of a thicker rose note. Very good. Actually, this is a phenomenal scent. This would be, like I said, similar to a Night Rosa. A lot heavier than Tux would be. So for those that know Tux, this is in that same wheelhouse, I guess, but Rose and Oud centric. So the Oud is masked pretty well, but it's definitely prevalent in there. Some type of wood for sure to get that, maybe an agar wood, but very, very solid scent. So definitely another hit. All right, next one, no label one, almost gone. So must be something phenomenal. It's called Honey Oud. Pull off the top. First off, I want to show you guys something. Let me get up closer. Do you see the color coming off of this like I just sprayed actual honey? And what do you know? It smells freaking amazing. Honey for sure. Definitely a couple spices in here. There's some vanilla. It is a nice scent. This one you can just tell the strength of it, and that's from the oud that's in there as well. This one does have a little bit more of a funk to it. So the oud is much more pronounced, which for those fans of oud, this is a phenomenal oud scent. Again, these you're not going to be able to find. I don't think he'll bring these back. But this one has that oud. So where the rose oud was a lot more hidden, the honey, for fans of honey notes, you guys already know there's already some funkiness to honey as it is. This one you definitely would not want to wear in the summertime. Sun doesn't do too well with oud, number one, and honey, number two. You tend to get a urine type of smell from it. This one definitely is solid. That is amazing. The oils from that. Now it is, we talk about maceration, right, in my videos. This one you can say it is fully macerated. Look inside of that tube. It is stained it from being so powerful. This one is in another level of power, of strength. Again, you have to love oud. And again, you guys probably will never get a chance to smell that, but I just want to do first impressions. But it is a very powerful oud. I wish I could get more of this so I can do some full tests, because for fans of oud, this thing would be amazing. I think this was definitely the predecessor, or maybe I'm wrong, but to Honey Havan, which is in a lot of things. So definitely would be a solid fragrance. All right, next up we got Elated. This is a more modern release, not as old as the gold tops, but still some of the older style caps. This is Royal Crown Celebration, if I'm not mistaken. Elated, pretty popular in the house. Let's put it on some paper. His, obviously everything I have here is full grown, chest haired. So it's fully macerated. We don't have to worry about anything. We're gonna go 2, and I shouldn't have done it. Ooh. Freshness times 10. One of the first things that you get from this, and you could probably see it from the bottle, mint oil. Very, very like minty in your face. Super bright. Bergamot, of course, is in here. But the biggest note is that mint. And it's a mint oil. Bunch of types of citruses are in here as well. This is a nice little ride. Very fresh. This may not be everybody's cup of tea for those that are not fans of mint. Actually just awoke in my nostrils with the amount of oil in here. I'm sure back then especially, he put a lot of power into it. This is a very strong scent. You have to be a fan of mint because it is very strong. Some florals are in there as well, as I'm smelling it, it's drying down a bit. But a lot of citrus, a lot of mint, some oak moss. It's pretty good. I definitely would think people that love super fresh, and if you're a fan of minty type of scents, this would be right up your alley. This is literally, it's cooled my nose down from the amount of mint oil that's in there. Super good. Has a little bit of a spearmint green note to it as well, so fantastic. All right, the next one called Passion. This sprayer is not working too well. Been sitting, it's probably clogged with deliciousness. Okay, he's put a hurting on this thing too, so. This one's got some tobacco to it. Some pretty good tobacco with that. It's a very, very dark color. This one has an almost gasoline, petrol type of scent to it. This is definitely didn't expect that from this juice named Passion to have these type of notes in it. Leather accords in here as well. It has a vibe to Stealth, so that's what this can be compared to, is Stealth. Not as strong of a gas note, but definitely some tobaccos in here. I get a vibe of that gasoline. Smoke is in here. Definitely leather accord. Very good. I didn't think, like I said, with the name, the bottle just looks like it would be like passion fruit or something. Definitely not. There's a little bit of a fruity tone, but this is definitely smoky, leathery power. Very strong. Great for the winter time. I could definitely see this black leather type of a scent, so awesome scent as well. Right now we're doing fantastic. Haven't found any I don't like, so let's get to Cuir de Milano. For those that don't know, this is Mimo Italian leather, and I have Mimo's Irish leather. Two-piece it. Yep. It's solid. Mimo is already a fantastic fragrance house as it is. Their leather-inspired fragrances are of legend. This one is a particular one, so it's very good. And you would think of when you hear the notes that are in it. Now, they make phenomenal leather-based fragrances. This one, when you smell it, weirdly enough, you get like a tomato. And I know the notes of this one, but even if I didn't, you'd get like a tomato soupy type of vibe. Obviously, there's leather in this thing as well. A couple spices in the background. A little bit of woody note. There's some herbs in here as well. But yeah, the tomato leaf is everything in this. It kind of puts this thing together. The leather's in the background. So it's a very, very solid fragrance. You're going to smell very different. People probably already know about Italian leather, but this one you can tell Mr. Mike put a hurting on this thing because it's pretty good. All right, coming up next, we got Guitar's Royalty. This is Xerjoff's LaBelle Otero, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Spray this baby. He has not touched this, so I'm curious to see what he thinks about it. So let's put it on some paper. Probably don't need to be doing two of these old daddies. So there's some nasty to it right off the bat, but there's some bergamot. Pretty bright, actually. It's potent stuff, though. Lavender in here. Yeah, there's some type of oil in here. Gotta be cassis. I actually don't care for cassis so much, but the lavender is very nice. Sticky on my fingers. Some good iris or some type of floral in here as well. Actually, now it's drying down a bit, so that cassis kind of burned off. Vanilla and amber. It's good, man. These old daddies, I actually never even thought to purchase this thing. Actually, it has a little bit of a rose note into it. It's good, man. In the very beginning, it opened up a little funky with that cassis note, but as it dried down, pretty dang good. And I can imagine this thing would last about 100 years due to the color that's on it, but the initial opening, a little funky for sure. But once you get past that, it's actually pretty decent. Right now, as it's in the mid and this thing's dried down, for sure, a decent solid, but it also awakens your senses as well. Some type of oil is in there that's very powerful, and you can just tell this thing's gonna cling to you. All right, next up is one of the two semi-bespokes, and I could not tell you for the life of me which one is which. All I know is one's darker in color. This is a gold. This is a darker reddish orange color, so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna go with this one first. And again, they're both semi-bespoke. I know we've went up to number 4, so I'm not sure which one is which. This is probably 1 and 2, something like that. So couldn't tell you the difference, but let's just spray the notes themselves so we can kind of see where we got. Ooh, power. Floral. This one's got leather galore in it. A lot of these, there's no notes anymore for this type of stuff. This one's leather centric for sure. Very, very strong. Very, very strong. There's some oud. Some type of citrus. There's some rose, some floral notes in here. But yeah, the leather's in there. You can just tell this thing is very strong. I only go off of the bottles that I don't see him use, so it must mean he doesn't care for something in here. But again, nice, gorgeous, gorgeous smoke and leather in this. Pretty nice. This is definitely would be another winter pusher for people of fans of niche fragrances. This is niche all the way. Definitely is different. Doesn't smell like anything else. Now as I waved it, some florals are coming in there. Rose probably. Smoke. It's very well balanced. Very old, so it's definitely matured. Very good. So some particles of rose petals floating in there. Amazing stuff. So it's really good. Has a slight fresh note in it as well. Some type of fresh aromatic note is in there as well. So good job. This thing is really, really good. So again, I don't know which one it is, but semi-bespoke. All right, and this is the other semi-bespoke. This is the darker of the two. Whew. This one's much more spicy, a little bit more sweet. This one doesn't have that leather note right off the bat like the other one did. This one definitely more boozy, some type of rum. Some boozy note is in here, cedar wood, oak, something like that. So it's woody, it's boozy, amber, vanilla. There's some smoke, so it's like a smoked oak or cedar or some type of wood, but ooh, this one is real good. I don't know why he didn't use more. He actually did a dent. You got to think he has almost every single Dua, so I can see, yeah, this one's boozy. This is way better than the other one. So Mike, if you're watching this video, tell me which one this one is versus this one. This one kills this one. Boozy, and I'm a fan of booze fragrances, so this one is right up my alley. Yeah, that's what, yeah, I'm smelling so many, but boozy, oaky, fantastic. This is a good fragrance. All right, the next one, you can tell he must absolutely love this one. So I'm going to try to get this in one spray, but it's called the H Amber. All right. Sorry, bro, I had to do a two-piece. Son. Oh, yeah. This is daddy's here. Some type of fresh bergamot, peppery, some type of spices are in here. What's that, nutmeg? It's really good. Wish I could spray another, but I'm not going to waste his precious juice. Has a little bit of oud. It's funky, but it's the best type of funk. Ooh, very solid musk. Sandalwood. I just want to keep my nose in it. You weren't kidding, dude. You can tell. So he's a frag head like we all are. And when I see him rock something, I know it's fantastic. When I see some of these that have a hurting put on them, you know, like some of these with a drop left, I can just tell it's going to be good. And I just knew this one's going to be solid. He told me that he had an amber one that was in here that is the best amber. And this is definitely it. Incensey, myrrh. Very fresh in the beginning with that bergamot. Yeah, it's spicy, a little bit sweet, dark amber with some fresh pops to it. Very good scent. I wish I could get this bottle, but unfortunately it has to go back. So that's H Amber. All right, and coming up next is another one. He put a decent little dent in. This one's called Prestige Noir. Now, I've heard of this one. I've never smelled it, so let's get into it. Gold Daddy. I don't even need to spray it. I already can tell I'm going to like it. Some of these are a little sticky. They've probably been sitting for a long, long time. They need to be used. I'm using it. Sorry, I took 3 sprays of that, brother. Oh, baby. So this gives off, I gotta get one more because it didn't saturate. There, let's let that work. Yeah, this gives off a gorgeous fougere vibe. There's like a nice lemon, blackberry. Something's in here like a berry. Wow, it's got some nice fruits in it. I'm blending with my fingers here, so I'm trying to stay back. Yeah, there's a nice lemon in the front. Some type of berry. It's not a very dark, so I don't know if it's a blackberry, but some type of berry is in this as well. Has a fougere vibe, barbershop type scent. I'm sure there's lavender. Yep. And then probably what a lot of the fragrances now have is that juniper berry. That's probably what it is. It's probably a juniper berry due to the color that it is. Blackberry, I think, would tend to tint this a little bit darker. But yeah, definitely a good fougere vibe. Slight green, maybe fir, cypress, something like that. I don't know if there's any mint, but there's a very fresh, like aromatic note to it as well. I really like to get this one to dry down. This one, definitely one of the better ones in this entire lineup. That second semi-beast smoke is beast mode. This one here, this Prestige Noir, is amazing. I definitely would love to dig my nose in that. This H Amber is amazing. These all are fantastic scents, and I'm sorry, I know this thing drug on and on, but I'll do a quick rating of them, and I'm not going to respray them. So the ones that I thought were amazing, do like the top 3 here. All right, so I'm going to do a top 4 actually. So the best one that I smelled from your group, Mike, Festivus with the Mobster. Cinnamon bun, eggnog-y type of boozy scent with some smoke. This Prestige Noir, really big impression on me. Berries and fruity, lavendery, barbershop type of scent. Fantastic. Of course, I already said I love a boozy scent. This semi-beast smoke, right up my alley. In the same vein as Pomme Trempé. And then this one here, gorgeous. Amber note. It's phenomenal scent. Would love to have all of these. So I know this is a longer than normal video, so for those that still stuck around, you guys are champs. But I wanted to showcase this stuff for Mike. As I said, he sent me these. I'm not keeping them. They're all going back to him. He just wanted to send me some so he can get first reviews or first impressions, whatever, of these. And I'm doing something nice for him. He's in the community. You guys see him. If you have a problem with shipping, seeing me tag in Mike Fender, that's him. He's the guy that fixes that stuff. So he does a lot for Dua as well. These he does on the side. He's an authorized decanter for Massam with Dua, so you know you're getting authentic stuff. So again, his stuff will be down below. If you want to get cute little samples like this, you know, that's what you get. Get them. You can get some wearing so you can test them before you get to the site and make sure that you're doing the best budget fragrance you can, especially we're all tight right now until we get our little checks coming in. Then you can go wild and get whatever. But I would definitely recommend, if you're a little bit shy on fragrance or if there's a note that you don't like, get one of these. Order him. He's always running sales at the same time concurrent with Dua, so get to his site, check him out. It's really cool. Like I said, I don't get nothing but let him know that David sent you so you can get some cool stuff. Maybe you'll get some cool Purell hand sanitizing wipes. If you want some, these will be for sale after this video is done. Just PM me. Dua family price, $599. Shh, don't tell anybody else. But for this amazing package that I got, again, Mike, you're a cool dude, man. I really appreciate it. You guys check him out. He does awesome stuff. Again, I'm sending it all back to him, but really appreciate you letting me get my hands on them. Don't be sad if you're missing this one. It may not show back up. But no, that's really cool. But that's all I have for you. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. And until the next time, be blessed and stay fresh. We got shorties on the floor. We got